And welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on the Moomin House Stage 72. And we're starting on the outer walls. I think that's really cool. This is going to be the first outer wall that we do anything for. So let's get the book open. And we'll see what's really in here. Glue's laying on its side. Luckily it's capped. So let's get rid of the paperwork. So we have FL1, FL2, four times, actually it's one FL1, one FL2, and then four times one FL3. I'm thinking that that stands for first floor. We have one FL4, one FL5, two 1FL6s, three metal circles, and I'm guessing these metal circles are going to be magnetic. Hang on just a second while I go kill a dog. I'll be right back. Don't know if you could hear it, but Oliver was out there barking at actually my wife outside, so that's something different from normal. So continuing on, we have the bottom for, I'm not sure, some sort of a shelf. Two shelves here. Back panel. White paint, which means we're going to be painting later. The top, this has also got white paint on it. And two side panels. Let me get rid of that. And let's start building. Okay, until step 9, use the numbers on the parts to determine their position as shown in the picture. Align the slots in strip 1FL3 and one FL6 as shown, and fix in place with wood glue. So I'm just looking. Looks like it goes on there like that. So let's get some glue. Go ahead and peel this out. Nice thing about these plastic trays. Still haven't tried it on the silicone. I will eventually. That should be probably too much glue right there. So FL3, we'll throw some glue on the slot. Same with FL6, and I'm just looking how they have it positioned. Or one FL6, however you want to call it. So we're going to put them together like this. And I'm going to go ahead and take the Q-tip I happen to have handy. Take the excess glue, or as much of it off as I can. Then we're going to do the second FL6. Let's see, edge with short tab upwards. Okay, so that's how you tell the difference. The short tabs go up. Take this, put some glue in here, put some glue in here. Set this in place, and it's what's going to actually make it start really holding together is when we put more parts together. So we've got these two. Then horizontal strip 1FL3. The second one is going to go up here. A little bit of glue here. A little bit of glue here. I don't think I need to put it on both sides anymore. Since they have it, the lettering facing up, I'm going to keep it with the lettering facing up. The label, however you want to call it. So I'm going to grab a couple of clamps, just kind of pinch that together so it'll stay in place when I let go of it. And the reason I'm doing this is I don't want it to set up awkward like this. Right now it's not square. Not awkward, but just wrong. There, so that right there looks like looks a lot better. So next thing it says is stick one FL1 and one FL3 together with wood glue. Make sure the slots are aligned. They got FL1 on the bottom, FL3 on the top, and that makes sense because that is where the wall is going to grab the floor. Instead of using the pin vise, I'll just go ahead and use the bottle itself, because we want a little bit more on this one, because we've got a whole of the surface here we're going to put glue on. Make sure these line up together. Make sure everything basically lines up. I think the next page is going to say exactly what I thought it was going to say, which is to take these pieces that I just glued together, the FL1 and FL3, put them on the bottom of this piece here. Strip marked FL3 on top. What we're going to do is we're going to set this in place like this. It's actually going to make the bottom of the wall. I'm going to go ahead and grab this part now with the clamps. Make sure they're down. These parts are together. And then we're going to take FL2 and an FL3, or parts 2 and 3 actually, and we're going to do the same thing. You can see here, there's a tab right here that's going to grab onto the next piece of the next floor, I'm sure. So a little bit of glue all the way across. Probably should have done the glue on FL3 before as well, because it's kind of funny. I put it in the gaps. Well, no, never mind. It worked out the way I did it. I was going to say that I got glue in the gaps, but I didn't because of the way I did it. Whereas here, I do have glue in the gap. I should have done it the other way. This one. So get that glue out of there. And then we're going to take this. We're going to put this up on the top, similar to what we did on the bottom with the other two parts. So we're going to take this here, put it on here like this, which is going to should pretty much straighten everything out. Go ahead and put this on here, put the clamps on all four edges. Make sure that it's square as possible. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take, got the horizontal bar on the top, use wood glue to fix the right end, which is FL5. This is FL5, and there are the holes where those metal pieces are going to go. Hang on. Oh, there's the problem. I'm sitting there looking at it, not paying attention to that notch has got to go on the bottom. So now we're going to put glue in all the notches. Like this. Try not to get big globs of dried glue in there. So we're going to set this in place on this end. Get everything to line up correctly. Again, move the clamps to where the clamps are now holding this end on. Could probably easily do this without any clamps whatsoever. I prefer to clamp them while they're first setting up. It's funny, every time I move this piece, it shifts out of square. Okay, the last piece on here is we're gonna do the same thing. Last piece of the wall. Glue in there. Grab a piece of paper towel to clean the pin vise off, or the pin needle. Put some glue in each of these locations. Don't know if you guys can hear that. I believe it's the vacuum cleaner. I don't think my wife is working on any stained glass at this precise moment. Whoops, dropped it. Let's bring over 4 more clamps. Clamp here. Get these pieces in place. Clamp them. Let's see. You do not appear to be lining up correctly. There we go. I just need to grab it here instead first. That, and make sure as best I can that it is square, and it is. So we can set that down for right now. Clean off the needle again. Okay, and then once these quick line drying glue to fit a metal circle into the hole on the outside of the vertical strip. Push the circle in as far as it will go. Use tweezers to fit the part into the hole. And we're going to do these 4 metal pieces are going to go into the holes on the ends, on the sides. Looks like they could have gone on the top, which they probably could, but these ones they want in the ends. By quick drying glue, they mean a drop of super glue. So let's get the super glue, put a drop on the other end. Or maybe we'll clear out the nozzle first. Someday I'll actually set up a second pin vise with a second needle. I'll use one for super glue, one for wood glue. So this one can move because it's in the way. We'll take a drop of glue. We'll put it down inside the hole. I'm thinking we put the rounded edge in first, maybe. Fortunately, I was holding it when it let go. Let me get these clamps out of the way. I'm gonna have to put the clamps right back on. I popped it loose when I wiggled it. Okay, try this again. There it is. Not sure how well this is going to fit in there. Let's try this again. Let's try it this way. And get it to at least start into the hole. Okay, next time next time I have to deal with these, they're going in before I put the part together with something else. Okay, that went in. Since this is popped out, I'll go ahead and put drop a piece. I'll put a piece of glue here, or maybe just we'll use a drop instead. Clamp it. Wipe this off. Grab a little bit of super glue. Put it in this hole. I don't know that I actually need super glue in that hole, but that's what they're asking for. Okay, those are good, both good. It'd be nice if they would provide spares, but that's not what I expect anymore from a part work company. That one's upside down. Almost think I need to put a magnet on the desk. Okay, come on. If I can get you started, I can get you there. That's the second one in place. These are still holding, so that's good. Let's see about these ones over here. They appear to be holding. So drop a glue in the hole. Probably don't need anything in the hole because of how snug it is. But on the other hand, when you put the walls together, there's a magnet on the other side. I'm sure there is. You don't want the magnet to pull the little metal bead out of the hole. That one's almost lined up. There's the problem. There's a rounded edge and a flat edge on these. I've been putting the rounded edge in first, or the rounded edge in, because it appears to me that that would be the easier way to get it in there. It would be the better way to get it to actually sit. That's good. That's good. Last one. A little bit of super glue in here. Very little. There's not much left here. what tends to happen with the super glue, especially if I put it in the same spot a second time, is that it will react with the dried super glue, and a lot of the moisture will come out of it. And so if I put a couple of drops down, what happens is that couple of drops turns into almost nothing as it reactivates the other super glue that's already there. Nope, wrong side up. I will show you this as soon as I get this one in. Should that be an if? It should be lined up. Okay. There are the first metal dots in the walls. They are not currently magnetic, but I'm sure that they are of a magnetic. Maybe. Doesn't feel like it's very magnetic according to this screwdriver. What about this one? Very little. There's a slight magnetism there, but not very much. That's good. I'm just looking at the pieces as we go. So that is the first wall. It goes, or the first portion of the wall goes like that. So now let's bring over the furniture pieces. Of course, the first thing we're going to have to do is cut these two shelves apart. Like I always do, sand the edge. Not sanding the char all the way off. I don't think I need to. I'll find out later that I probably do, but that's okay. Okay, so we take the two shelves, we cut them apart, apply wood glue to the short edge of the shelves. So it's going to go on here like that. We're going to do it on both of them. It says to do it on the short end of the shelves. What I'm thinking is it's going to work out better on here, putting it in this little trench here. So we're going to put it on here like this. Have not yet reached the level that a lot of people do, where they use a paintbrush. I know a lot of people use a paintbrush to apply glue instead. I prefer the pin vise at this particular time. Eventually, I will probably go to a paintbrush. And then when you put these in here, you're lining up one edge. That one has too much glue. It'll be okay though. You're lining up one edge as the front edge. So let me put this like this, push it down. And we're going to do the same thing. So let's apply it to the other end. Again, I'm going to put it in the trench. Do it on the bottom here as well. We're going to just set this one straight on there where it's already at. Come on. By setting it on its face like this, I know that those are flush with the front edge. So let me go ahead and turn the page. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this part here, back, which is the back panel, the white at the back. So it's going to fit in. So this is the front. This is going to fit in here like this. Get that glue off of there. So run some glue down here across the shelves. Just like this. And then we'll slide this in to the back here. Okay, line the parts to where this part, the tabs are sticking up. They want the white on the outside. Again, got some glue there. Basically sits there like that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put this top on. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to apply some glue on the tops here. And on the back here, between the two tabs. And then instead, I'm going to put it in here where the tabs will go, inside there. The top of the table, I think this is a table. Oh, it's top of the stand. Attach the top of the stand like this. Actually, it does look like a nice stand now. And that's kind of funny because I didn't even think about it. I should have. Hang on, I got a hair from the wood here. I didn't think about it, but I managed to put the tabs where it was cut, both in the front. And so the last part that goes on is this bottom. It's going to go on like this. I'm looking at it and it looks odd. But it says to line up these front edges. Okay, all the front and the back edges are going to line up, and as well as the sides. So we'll take the last of the glue that's in here. And we'll just spread it across the bottom, or actually this top of the bottom piece. The last little bit here. Take this, it does not have a front or a back, it's the same on each end. So we're going to set that on there like this, kind of line it up, make sure it's lined up front to back, left to right. That is the dressing table for the guest room. Looks like it might actually be upside down, but, or no. That makes sense. The legs are going to go in these spots here and here. So there and there. So go ahead and set that down. But that, my friends, is all there is to do in this stage. Hope you're enjoying this. It's a pretty good build. Kind of like building the furniture. Between this and the Disney Dollhouse, I go back and forth as to which one I like better because they both have a lot of detail. This one has a lot of little furniture that you build. So, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified of any time I post new content. Leave a comment. I will respond. I love comments. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video. And oh, by the way, this is the first video I've ever done that hit exactly at 30 seconds before the intro and the outro. See you next time.
Buckman's Modelmania, hard work models, plastic modeling, wooden models. Buckman's Modelmania, hard work models, plastic modeling, wooden models.